We did go to San Francisco last week.
Yeah, how was that?
Well, fact checker can burp now thanks to Botox, which is a wild ass sentence to say out loud.
Yeah, that's have we officially like comfortably been burping?
It's happening. It's
Is it
very
weird?
sparse.
Okay.
We stayed at the Queen Anne, which I'm told is haunted, but I didn't see shit. It's a Victorian hotel, way cozier and higher quality than I thought it would be. Like, because I've lived in Victorian apartments or studio apartments before,
Yeah.
and they smell musty. But this was like legitimately high end.
I've always heard of that hotel and never actually been inside of it or seen it. So good to know that it's, lives up to the hype, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's not super modern, but I gotta say it had amenities that fucking Best Western doesn't. Best Western, get a fucking fan in your bathroom, fuck's sake.
Where was the place that you guys stayed where the reception desk was immediately outside of your door?
That was
that a
in
Best
Bodega
Western?
Bay. No, it was.
Oh, okay.
It's a meaningless hotel. I won't name it.
Good. Don't advertise for them.
Dude, the first night that we were there, we got there really late because Brittany's dad's a fucking travesty. But we got there. Fucking no, we were like, whoa, we're planning to leave by 1, and like at like 12:40, we're like, hey, how's it going? And he's just like, great. I just need to go pick up my paycheck. I need to get some couple things at Target and pick up prescriptions from the pharmacy. And we're like, that's a day's worth of
a
fucking
whole afternoon.
That's errands.
Yeah.
That's fucking errands. We didn't leave until 4:00, so we got there kind of late.
Yeah, that's not like I need to pack my shorts and then we're good to go.
Thank you, fact checker, for reminding me. He got covered in gasoline halfway through. Like
What?
It was like a fucking comedy road trip movie. He's like, we stopped and he's like, I'll get gas. And I'm like, I thought to myself, like, I kind of half expect to like go out and like the car got stolen or something. But no, instead he just got himself covered in gas because, well.
What the fuck? Was it like, wait. Was it like Zoolander where he got into a gas fight with his friends and then one of them lit a cigarette and now you're all dead and you're a ghost and you're actually haunting Queen Anne right now?
We had to drive down there fucking with the windows open, and the smell of gasoline persisted the entire trip.
Yeah, it's a strong smell. Like the clothes are probably ruined.
Yeah, he kept like trying to like wash it out like in the bathroom. Only on the
no.
last day did he learn that baking soda is good deterrent for it.
Yeah, that or throwing your clothes in the dumpster.
Yeah, he was trying to top off gas, and that's he didn't notice it was overflowing. And topping off is silly. Don't do it. It's not that you're not getting anything out of it. You're just kind of fucking it up.
Yeah, you're not like it's not like you're going much further when you top off your gas. Like if you're really the only two things that I have
cheapskate to do that.
Well, the only two reasons I have ever heard about people topping off gas is like, oh, then I can go farther, which is fucking batshit. Because like the 3 feet further that you go from topping off your gas is so negligible.
Reels.
And the other one is because they're cheap. And you know what? If you were really cheap and frugal, here's what you'd do. You'd go buy a fucking gas can and you'd fill it every time gas is cheap as shit, and then just keep that in your car to fill up the car. Or keep it in your garage.
Exactly.
You don't keep gas in your car. I don't know.
Long story short,
I'm
coming back around to it, is the first night we went there, it was already kind of late and everything was kind of closed. So
everything smelled of gasoline.
We went to this late night diner called the Grub Steak Diner. It was in walking distance. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of small, dingy, and like a bit pricey, like $20 for the cheeseburger I got.
Oh, geez.
You're fucking high. But
was it good?
It was one of the best burgers I've ever had in my life.
Okay, because I was going to say, this is one of two ways.
Yeah, I was like, ugh. And like, we got a couple things, like their chicken strips are incredible too. But like, as I was chewing the last bite while hastily wiping my hands and wrote a 5-star review. Like,
that's how good it was?
Suddenly a tweaker came in and started a fist fight with the owner. It felt like home.
So best burger of your life and then tweakers fighting owners.
It was up there. It's in my top 5 easily.
Fuck yeah.
I think number 1 is Mike's garlic fries, but they're closed forever now, and that's sad to think about.
It'll forever be possibly number 1.
We also went to the California Academy of Sciences, which is my favorite museum in the world.
That shit looked so fucking cool.
Yeah, I haven't been in like 20-something years, but it's my favorite place. They got like an earthquake simulator. It's got like a lot of like sciencey things. They have this giant rainforest biome that like coils up. Like you walk up into the treetops and then take an elevator down beneath it where the aquarium is, and like you could stare up into the rainforest.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
that sounds cool as shit.
It's one of my favorite fucking museums in the world.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
When you walk in, there's just a giant T-Rex skeleton, and I took a picture, and I'm like, Jasmine, this is a museum.
You don't like walking into the museum that she works at and just going, Victorian rifles.
Here's the thing, though, is that this museum did have, like, baskets, but it was like a 3-foot section. It was a tiny, baskets. It was like, oh yeah, here's some baskets. Moving on to the cougar fucking skeleton. The kid's just way cooler.
Moving on to the saber tooth that we reincarnated with our necromancer. That'd be cool. Could you imagine if necromancy existed?
It kind of does.
I suppose.
Well, I'm not going to spill the secrets.
Is that what a defibrillator is?
Yes. But anyway, I recommend California Academy of Sciences and Grub Steak Diner. Oh, and also Queen Anne.
Did you eat any other good food while you guys were there?
I mean, the Queen Anne is like right outside of Japantown, so I just like frequented my normal things. I got more mochi donuts. I got more of that pink
nice
cheese foam tea, more melon pan. Yakitori, shabu shabu, sushi.
Your opinion of the cheese foam tea was so strong initially, and then you're on board now.
Well, because it is weird. Mike, Brittany's dad, when we went, he got some, and he was like in love with it immediately, and he fucking downed it and wanted another one. Like a fucking... Actually, that's what I did. So
like a fucking gamage.
Yeah.
Welcome to We Have That Podcast at Home, the only podcast to shove Christmas movies that you never wanted to know about down your throat repeatedly. I'm on-brand Rachel.
And I'm your only non-racist host on the show, Gamage.
That's true.
And, oh shit.
Yeah, it's confusing, isn't it?
No, I'm stupid because I have something else up, and I'm... So this is our podcast. It's a pretty fucking dope podcast. We spin a wheel each week, Russian roulette style, and shoot ourselves in the head with a new category to be. And last week we hit pop culture. So we decided this week that we are going to talk about the implications of red pills and how male toxic podcasts are harming the youth. There's a strain of logic in there somewhere. I don't know. I'm ad-libbing here.
You cut out, and I don't know if it was on purpose or not, because it sounded like absolute nonsense in between.
It absolutely was. Each week we spin a wheel, Russian roulette style, to figure out what the next week's podcast episode is going to be about. This week we got pop culture, and so we're doing pop culture in the form of we're reviewing every episode of Thundercats. Yay!
Yay! Much like Supernatural, we're going to get into the deep nitty-gritty of every episode of Thundercats.
God, you wish I got into every episode. Trust me, there's a lot more.
God, I would love to listen to you do Thundercats over Supernatural, because the problem is I know just enough about Supernatural that I'm like, oh, I hate that I'm hearing this again. I know little to nothing about Thundercats, other than every time it rotates into my life, I'm more and more intrigued.
Anyway, so I'm going to tell you about my 12-page essay on why I believe Panthro is actually a hibachi chef. Here we go. Nah, just kidding. We're going to do Hallmark movies. How's that sound?
Okay, I didn't do exclusively Hallmark movies.
That's okay. I actually have some stuff planned too.
Okay,
Got it.
cool.
I got it at the fucking last night. I threw this shit together, and it kind of shows, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah, same.
Great.
Agreed.
Let's
I'm glad we're on the same page of effort here.
the same one page of effort.
Yeah. It's exactly how much information I have. 1 page. All right. So I was thinking that I'm just going to tell you a title.
Yeah.
And I want you to attempt to guess, not the genre, because obviously they're all holiday themed, but like if you think there's a genre that's different than normal Hallmark rom-com, let me know. But I'm going to give you a title and I want you to describe the movie for me blindly.
Yeah, hit me. Here we go.
Snow Bride.
Snow Bride. Well, there's a female person. She's in a big city business corporate job, and then something happens, and she ends up in a small town visiting her family or some shit, and now she's like, oh, and then she falls in love with the boy that she grew up with or something, and they like almost kiss, but then they don't, and then like the corporate bankers are there to buy the family shop or farm or something, but then they stop it with the power of Christmas, and then she stays in the small town instead of going back to her big corporate city job.
Gamage. I don't think this game's going to be fun if you guess the plot to every single one at the same time.
I disagree. Okay.
No. A tabloid reporter lies her way into getting invited to a famous family's holiday celebration. She eventually feels bad about lying her way into the family because she falls in love with one of them. Snow Bride.
That's better than what I was painting a picture of.
Oh, it was definitely a lot more than what I expected.
I mean, they're getting
All
more
right.
creative over the years.
They're definitely getting weirder. That's for sure. Elfman. Again, these are not all Hallmark films.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think
Elfman,
this one is a Hallmark film.
I'm immediately like perked up. Like, there's no Hallmark Christmas movies where there's a
Like,
guy
how
lead.
dare you? No, absolutely not.
Elfman, I'm gonna guess. I'm actually gonna go off the fucking reservation here and guess that it's some kind of like not carbon copy of Elf featuring Will Ferrell, but like kind of like a guy who's like half elf or something. Maybe his mom was an elf. And
Okay. So kind of the premise of Elf, but if instead of being adopted, his mom was a hoe. Ho ho.
Well, it's like they were writing Will Ferrell's Elf, and then like the first trailer for Elf came out, and they're like, shit, and they had to like rewrite.
They're like, fuck, they did it and they did it bigger. Change it.
Will Ferrell, who even are we gonna get?
Do you
Get
think
John
that happened
Stamos
like
on the line.
the night before? They had to scramble and change everything.
I hope.
Well, they did a really good job of changing it because Elfman is a superhero movie where a man discovers his elf powers and uses them to save a scientist from evil people.
What the fuck are elf powers?
I don't know, but he has a cape and like I think a pointy hat that falls in his face.
The only thing I could think of when somebody says elf powers to me are like literally Legolas, what are your elf eyes see? Like, does he have really good sight and also he can get old?
Really good
I have
sight
questions.
and he doesn't age well. Or he does age well, sorry. Yeah, I have a lot of questions about what the fuck elf powers are too.
Elf
That or he
powers.
like
Really good
he
at
shoots
archery? I don't know.
Legos out of his fingertips.
Oh,
That would
I know
be a
what
good
it is.
power. Somebody walks on Legos, instantly collapses.
No, he's able to like take a long rest without sleeping and can recover spell slots a lot easier. He also gets access to a cantrip for free.
That makes sense. That would do it.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Nerds. Not the candy.
Also the candy.
That too. All right, Gamage.
God, I'm so
Santa
ready.
Claus versus the devil.
Dude, yes. Hold on. Do you know about the movie? I'm sure by the time this airs, it's already out. There is a movie with Jack Black playing Satan,
Are you talking
where
about Red One?
is that what it is? No, that's a different one. That's the one with the
Okay.
Rock, isn't it?
I don't know. There's just some Christmas movie coming out that I almost put on this list. But I was like, no, it's too new.
J.K. Simmons plays Santa, and he's like ripped, and like it looks kind of good, but it's still The Rock, and I don't care. No, there's one coming out with I forget what it's called. Fact checker, where Jack Black plays Satan, and he responds to a boy's letter to Santa that he misspelled, and and it's a Christmas movie. I'm actually kind of excited. I don't like Jack Black, but I'm like, I'll watch that. That sounds great.
That's so funny.
You got to spell check your Santa letters.
Yeah, you do. It's important.
Sorry, what were you saying about Jesus versus Godzilla? Was that what it was?
Yeah, actually. No. Santa versus the devil. I was almost going to say Satan, but it's Santa versus the devil.
Thank you, fact checker. The movie's called Dear Satan, and it comes
Dear
out
Satan.
this holiday.
I was going to say, what a great film for Jack Black to be in. I just can't imagine anybody better for whatever that role is going to be.
Dear Santa, not Dear Satan. There you go, fact checker. Fucking.
Well, she made the same mistake
Literally
as the
plot
child.
of the movie.
Playing out in real time.
This is how it happens. So Santa Claus versus the devil. Fuck, I don't even know where to begin. Oh, I know. Santa Claus versus the devil is that scene from Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. I know a lot of Jack Black. Where Dave Grohl plays the devil, and he's like been challenged to a rock off from Santa, but it's Tim Allen's Santa. And he does like heavy, like doom metal growls, but he just does the instead. Is that this movie?
Wow, so spot on. No. Actually, I'm gonna read you almost the entire plot of Santa Claus versus the Devil because it's real weird.
I'm in.
Santa Claus versus the Devil, which is also known as Santa Claus, but I like the long title better. Is a 1959 Mexican fantasy film.
Whoa, 1959?
69.
69, okay. That's still crazy.
59. What aneurysm did I just have? No, I know. Why did I think I said 69?
That's an insane concept for the 50s. Like, that's the kind of thing that would come out today
wild.
because, like, somebody's like, I have this crazy fucking idea for a B movie. Santa Claus fist fights Satan in the parking lot of a fucking McDonald's. But no, here it is in the 50s.
Wait, Gamage, don't get ahead of my list. Santa Claus fights Satan in the parking lot of a McDonald's is the next one. Fact checker, if you could do me a favor and look up a picture of, awesome. I was like, you need to see the devil from this.
Oh, it's good.
No, the premise of Santa Claus versus Satan is on Christmas Eve, Santa prepares for his yearly journey at his Toyland castle in space. He plays the organ while all his children helpers, they're not elves, they're slave labor, child labor, from all over the world sing. Meanwhile in hell, Lucifer instructs his chief demon named Pitch to travel Earth and turn the children in the world against Santa, or else he will, as punishment, eat chocolate ice cream.
What?
I don't know. Pitch attempts to convince 5 children to, quote, make Santa Claus angry. And some of the children break a shop window, and Santa's child workers alert him to these events. Unable to travel the Earth before nightfall on Christmas Eve, he instead uses equipment to watch Pitch and the now evil children. Yeah, it's unexplained why. One device allows him to view a child's dream in which she is tormented by life-size dancing dolls who entice her to steal. He also listens as the brothers who broke the window plot to break into Billy's home and steal his presents. They attempt to write a letter to Santa claiming they have been good, but Santa's voice informs them that he can see all that they do. Merlin the wizard, Santa's most trusted assistant, Give Santa a sleep-inducing powder and a flower that allows him...
Sleep-inducing powder? That's just roofie.
And a flower, and I don't mean O-U-R. I mean like a flower as in O-W-E-R. That allows him to disappear. Well, I just said sleep-inducing powder and flower, so my first thought was flower O-U-R.
That's fair.
Yeah. He then retrieves a magic key that will open any door on Earth and prepares his mechanical reindeer. On Earth, the Three Rude Boys, which is my next band name. Or my next boy band name, I guess.
No, make it an all-girl name. That's funnier.
Plot to capture and enslave Santa. Meanwhile, the child Lupita and her mother say a prayer, and she wishes for 2 dolls, one of which she will give to the baby Jesus.
What?
During Santa's journey, Pitch makes several unsuccessful attempts to sabotage Santa's delivery of toys in Mexico City. Santa succeeds in reuniting Billy with his parents who had left him alone to go to a restaurant. On a city rooftop, the 3 children prepare to kidnap Santa Claus and steal his toys.
Is that the basis for Lock, Shock, and Barrel from Nightmare Before Christmas?
A fucking maybe. They see his sleigh in the sky and hurry indoors, only to find that they've received coal. After a failed attempt to steal the sleigh, Pitch succeeds in emptying Santa's dream powder bag, while Santa drops the disappearing flower. Santa's trip is nearly complete when he is chased by a vicious dog outside a large house in Mexico. Finding himself without the powder or his his dream powder bag or disappearing flower, he climbs a tree. Pitch appears and proceeds to wake the household and calls the fire department to report a fire at that location so that Santa will soon be seen by many people. With dawn approaching, Merlin assists with a last-minute escape, and Pitch is defeated after being doused with the spray of a fire hose. Before returning to the castle, Santa makes one final stop and leaves a doll for Lupita, the child that dreamed about dolls taunting her. His labors are now complete, and Santa steers his sleigh back to his space castle.
Right.
Yep. All very normal stuff.
What the fuck? I'm watching this. I want to stop this show. I want to stop this show. I want to watch this and then come back and fucking... Oh, Jesus, it looks fucking good. It looks...
The photo I just sent is my favorite one of this entire thing.
It's all on YouTube for free, fact checker said.
Yeah.
So get on that, listener.
Get right on it. It'll be worth every moment of your time.
It's crazy because like there's bits that I heard that I'm like, oh, I want to talk about that. I don't remember any of it because like it kept getting one up, and now I'm like left with an empty bag, much like Santa at the end of the night.
You have no dream powder left in your dream bag.
There's no more dream powder.
I lost my disappearing flower.
That's scopolamine, by the way. Like fucking, he's out there drugging people.
Yeah, I just like Merlin the Wizard. Santa's most trusted assistant. Okay.
I double took the screen in front of me. That's weird. When you said Merlin. Merlin!
The fuck?
It's a wild fucking movie generally, and I don't even know where to begin. The in space, when is space Christmas, Rachel, is my question to you. I don't think Rachel is allowed anymore to harp on me about the Alzheimer grandma things after describing this movie because it was exactly...
No, absolutely not. This was an Alzheimer grandma fever dream. It starts with Toyland Castle in space, then it moves to child slave labor. And then it's really not Santa Claus versus the devil. It's really Santa Claus versus whoever the fuck Pitch is, the chief demon. And then something about the chief demon's gonna eat chocolate ice cream as punishment. Or he's gonna make people eat chocolate ice cream as punishment. I don't understand what's going on with that.
2.7 stars is what it's rated. That's not bad. Oh, it's out of 10.
You know what? For this coming out in 1959...
1959...
That's not bad.
This is insane.
Yeah. It's fucking a wild.
I don't have anything to say, Rachel.
That's okay.
Stop expecting of me.
I just wanted you to be able to sit in the experience that was Santa Claus versus the devil,
on the butt
as
plug
I
that
did.
is this movie.
Yeah. Sit on the butt plug that is this movie and become startled as it begins to vibrate.
This one poster is, there's the one, fact checker, find it. It's on the IMDb page. It's the poster. I think it's the 14th image in, but it's like the, almost like a playbill of it. And it has like Santa Claus by K. Gordon Murray presents. And it's got the fucking castle on clouds in space and Santa's sled going up to it. It's illustrated. There is a child with a halo. There is Merlin the Wizard and then a fucking beefy blacksmith. And like looking at this, you have no fucking idea what this is about. It's like you're about to get into some weird German fairy tale.
Gamage, we just read the description of what it's about, and I still have no fucking clue what it's about.
Who's the blacksmith?
I don't know. I also really want to know what Merlin looks like. Fact checker, could you make these dreams come true? Also, I like that he has 3 mechanical reindeer.
She did post him. I mean, it's a really awful photo.
The blacksmith?
The Merlin.
Where?
She posted a photo.
No,
it's very small.
I see Santa. Oh, no. Okay, just kidding. I didn't even see him there. I ignored him like he was a doll because I looked at him before I read the words Merlin.
Thank you, fact checker. That's the photo I was talking about.
It's God. Who the fuck is the blacksmith?
He's
Why
shirtless.
Are the children dying? Why does Merlin look like he's going to give me drugs? I like the picture of Merlin
in the Santa drugs. Are you kidding me?
The picture of Merlin in the bottom left corner, like eating fucking ramen out of a cauldron, is incredible. It looks like he's holding chopsticks, and his beard's fake as fuck.
Yeah, they definitely went down to Spirit Halloween in the 50s, I guess.
God,
and they're like, can you get me a wizard costume? By the way, I don't know if this is in their castle thing, but where the scene with Santa and Merlin talking, behind them is a fucking pentagram on the wall.
What?
And that seems out of place. Like, is this their castle? Because that feels out of place.
Are you talking about the star on the wall?
Yeah.
It's not a pentagram.
It's in a circle, girl. That's textbook pentagram.
Is. No, I guess it is. I wasn't even registering the circle behind it.
There's something in the middle. I can't tell. Could be a skull.
Yeah, who the fuck knows? Merlin the Wizard's like, this normal shit for my day. That's where the blacksmith comes from.
Yeah, the blacksmith came from the pentagram. That makes sense.
Moving on to the next thing. A Christmas Kiss. Guess the plot.
I think I actually know this one. I think I saw somebody else comment on it. This one for sure is like a Hallmark one where a woman loses her memory from her big city office corporate job, and she like doesn't remember things, and she falls in love with a guy who has 2 daughters or 2 kids or some shit. Christmas, and then like they kiss and she remembers things. Is that anywhere near the target?
Oh, so close, but no cigar.
Damn it!
I
wanted a cigar.
Son of a bitch! An aspiring designer impulsively suddenly makes out with a man in an elevator, only to find out it's her boss's boyfriend. And she is now being hired.
Wait. What?
An aspiring designer suddenly and impulsively kisses a man in an elevator, only to find out it's her boss's boyfriend. She has now been hired to decorate his house. She begins to fall in love with him while she decorates his house. He does not remember kissing her. All right, next title. A Gingerbread Romance.
Oh man, this is this one fetishizing redheaded people who probably isn't even like the ginger redhead. They just have like red, like auburn hair.
Gamage, we haven't gotten to the porn segment of the Christmas movie, so no.
Oh boy. Oh, that was my guess.
Oh, okay. An architect, which also this has
God, always fucking
one of the chicks from Sister Sister. And
Tia Tamara.
Yeah, or is Sister Sister the one where they can? I'm trying to remember what the fuck Disney show this is. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm just gonna Google it.
Yeah, we don't have like a person that can just fact check this kind of thing.
Romance. Yeah, Tia. I think she has a different last name now.
Yeah, Tamara was her sister.
Okay, there you go.
It's Tia and Tamara.
Got it. I was like, I don't know if that's their last name.
Sister.
All right, I'm caught.
I just remember because of the Doja Cat song is I've got twins like Tia Tamara.
Ah, okay. Well,
one of the better Doja Cat songs before she fucking blew up.
I like Bitch I'm a Cow.
Yeah. That was the first one I saw her in.
I'm a cow. Moo.
And I
remember talking to you about that when it came out, and I didn't believe you that it was a song.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, like, she's everywhere, and it's crazy. Fame is weird, y'all.
Yeah, it is. A gingerbread romance. An architect begins to find herself longing for a place to call her own. So she begins working alongside with a baker to win/build a life-size gingerbread house for her to live in.
What?
I don't know. How many of these do you think somebody was high as balls while suggesting them?
I mean, it's got to be a fucking high thought because anybody who's not high is going to be like, it's going to rain once.
Yeah.
Whole
all
fucker's
of this
going
is going to
down.
go down. Not to mention all of the creatures that are just going to eat your fucking house. Like, you think having raccoons outside the building is bad? They're going to come in through the walls. Angel Falls Christmas.
Angel Falls Christmas?
Yes.
I'm going to guess that this one's about the typical Hallmark formula, but, like, I'm just going to put that in. Hallmark formula, but I'll tweak the details of being this one's about a bed and breakfast that her parents owns, and the male love interest does not have children is the tweak I'm going with.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
I think this one is actually one that has a male lead as like the main character. I'm not 100% sure because I didn't watch it. Then it's not a
Hallmark movie, Rachel.
No, listen to the production value in this. Give me a second. A devoted doctor with little time for Christmas spirit is in desperate need of an intervention from the most unlikeliest
I don't have time
places.
for Christmas. I gotta do this business. ...
Heaven? Also, I saw a random GIF of this movie before I accidentally came back across it today, and they fake ice skate in it. There's a scene where they're supposed to be ice skating, and they're clearly not on ice, so they do, like, the foot motion, but with none of the gliding, and then run into the wall like they glid into it. What is the past tense of glide?
Glided?
Glided? Glide? Glid?
Glade?
Glued?
Glued?
Glid?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's glided.
Yeah, they glided straight into the wall.
Oh, fact checker.
What the fuck is up with the blacksmith?
She found a picture of the blacksmith, and that's a Norwegian dwarf right there.
Yeah. What is
where they're actually like 6 foot tall and like big burly. I gotta see this movie. Look at that chest hair.
It's like a tapestry woven across his chest. Also, I would like to just note, listener, go to Instagram. This photo will be on there. But just to describe this to you in this moment, picture like the dwarves from the Hobbit films that were made recently. Now stretch them back tall and make them aggressively ginger. Fiery red ginger.
Yeah, like take that photo in Photoshop and then stretch vertically up. Don't like do the diagonal where it's like staying proportionate. No, just vertically up.
Just straight up.
Because that is because it's gonna be kind of thin.
Yeah. 'Twas the date before Christmas.
Hallmark formula, but tweak is that she's being set up on blind dates by her parents, and she's got to find like somebody to marry before Christmas.
Ooh, so close.
You keep saying that, and then it's fucking it's Santa Claus in space. Shut up.
No. So she's single and or gets broken up with or something. And apparently her family has something called the Family Christmas Olympics that are very serious.
You're right. Yes.
Yes, of course. Those. And they apparently involve everyone being coupled up, which is a really vicious family tradition. So to prevent the family from canceling Family Christmas Olympics, she lies and says she's inviting her boyfriend. And then she goes and finds somebody on a dating app and ropes them into attending her family tradition as her boyfriend.
It just sounds like the proposal, but okay.
Actually, yes. Basically, it's the lazy proposal. Yeah. I'm vaguely certain it has the dude from iZombie. The dude that she was married to that starts working for like the evil company or something. I don't know. I think it's the dude that she was dating before she turned into zombie iZombie.
Okay.
I don't know. Fact checker, help. Holiday Crashers.
I'm gonna go out of the Hallmark formula, and I'm actually gonna go with like National Lampoon's Vacation, where it's like they're planning, like a family or even just a couple are going on vacation, but then something happens to their flight and they get grounded in this small town where Christmas is big.
I would have loved if that were the premise of this. The premise of this is actually really odd. Best friends that work...
Right, they've been normal up till now.
Yes,
Christmas Olympics.
Space Santa has been super normal.
Merlin, of drugs.
Santa's greatest assistant. Best friends that work at a holiday card shop invent new identities and begin crashing Christmas parties using the confidential addresses on the card shop invitations from their place of employment.
So it's like Wedding Crashers, but Christmas parties?
Yeah. You didn't get that from Holiday Crashers?
No.
Operation Nutcracker. This is a Hallmark film.
Operation Nutcracker.
Nutcracker.
Oh boy. Hallmark formula, but
Operation
she falls
Nutcracker.
she falls in love with a veteran who's back in town because the war is over or some shit, and she becomes a baker.
She becomes a bakery. Operation Nutcracker. When an antique nutcracker is set to be auctioned by the Warby family Christmas charity goes missing, a demanding event planner and the heir to the Warby dynasty must track it down.
Oh boy.
I remember I read that and just went, what? Like audibly, out loud. All right, next movie, Elves.
Elves. It's gonna be B movie with Jerry Seinfeld, but it's actually Elves instead. Like it's still the B movie. They took all of the audio from B movie, but then they like reanimated it as being elves instead of bees.
Have you ever seen that version of the B movie where every time they say B, it like multiplies how fast it's going?
Yeah, Rachel, I do remember 2007. It was a long year, I guess.
I don't know if that's from 2007, but I once watched the entire thing.
B-movie wasn't even out in 2007, I don't think. But like, I was just saying that that's an old meme and that you're a young, wandering person finding old memes and pretending they're
Yes, recycling them as
Shut
new.
up.
No, I once watched that, and halfway through I didn't want to watch it, but I felt like I should commit. Literally 2007, says Fact Checker. Look at you being really weirdly on top of it. Yeah.
That's when the movie came out or when the meme came out?
When the movie
No,
came
the
out.
meme was like 2011. That had to have been.
You're so 2008. You're so 2000 and late. Elves!
Uh-huh.
All right, Elves. You're saying B movie, but with elves.
The audio of B movie.
So different visuals, but same audio.
Like they still use the B jokes and like it falls flat because they're elves.
They're elves. Got it. Okay. Sorry. A department store Santa Claus discovers a neo-Nazi plot to
Oh,
make
right. One of that old chestnut.
to mate a nice girl with an elf in Colorado.
Shut up. Let's go back.
The woman is the focus of an evil Nazi experiment involving selective breeding and summoned elves, an attempt to create a race of supermen, or elfmen, if you will.
Elfgenics, they call it.
Elfgenics. She and two of her friends are trapped in a department store with an elf, and only a renegade loose cannon mall Santa can save them.
Is this the porn one?
No. It should be.
It should have been. I think my idea was more creative, even though it's just stealing one thing. That's the crazy part.
Ugh. Oh, God. What to choose next? Reindeer games.
Reindeer games?
Yeah.
Okay. If I had to guess, it's about a carjacker going to prison and he befriends his cellmate, and the cellmate dies, but the carjacker promises to like see his girlfriend when he gets out, so he does, and ensues this giant like plot where they try to rob from a casino, and then it turns out that his cellmate was alive the whole time and was actually like a big plot to like trick him and kill him and get all the money themselves. Starring Ben Affleck.
No, actually, it's about Rudolph playing soccer.
Fuck you, I'm right.
No, you're 100% right. That's the only one that I thought you would get.
I fucking love that movie, okay?
All right, I have 2 titles for you.
Yeah.
And we're not going to go over the plot, because the plot is the same in both. It's about essentially like a 16-year-old girl is too cool for Christmas and then finds the heart of Christmas and comes back to be enjoying her family for Christmas. But same plot, 2 different titles. You have to spot the difference. A Very Cool Christmas and Too Cool for Christmas. What is the difference between those 2 movies?
Fuck. I'm going to guess Too Cool for Christmas is about twins.
It's spelled T-O-O. Try again.
A Very Cool Christmas and Too Cool for Christmas?
Yeah.
I'm going to guess A Very Cool Christmas is like written by old people who think they know how teenagers are. Very cool.
Very cool. No, okay. So, A Very Cool Christmas and Too Cool for Christmas are literally the same exact film, like shot for shot, actor for actor, plot for plot, line for line. The only difference is in A Very Cool Christmas, there are heterosexual parents, and in Too Cool for Christmas, they have gay parents, but one of the dads is the same as A Very Cool Christmas. Just the wife has been replaced with a very flamboyant man.
What the fuck? Like, I feel like... Fact checker, can you fact check Rachel? Because I don't even believe that.
I'll send you a side by side. It's like the same couch, the same scene, the same dad. Just a gay dad instead of the mom.
It's like they shot the gay one first, but then their focus groups are like, I don't know. All the woke media makes me uncomfortable. So they like did like all right, well, let's shoot a couple scenes with a mom and then market that as a completely different movie.
I'm genuinely fairly certain that Too Cool for Christmas was going to come out in Canada, and they realized they couldn't release the same thing in America.
God, you have to be right.
Look at the thing.
You have to be right. Look at that Photoshop, bitch.
Yeah, it's so poorly photoshopped. But yeah, that's the whole premise. I'll send you a screenshot of like the actual movie where they're sitting on the couch, because it is literally like leg cross for leg cross, but gay man, wife.
This is fucking unacceptable. Hold on. The tagline, Too Cool for Christmas, Too Cool for her family, Too Cool for school, and way too cool for Christmas. A Very Cool Christmas, everyone's favorite holiday is getting an extreme makeover. But the difference on this one is that there's no gay people.
Yeah.
Is that
Which is
that the
weird.
makeover?
Do you think they just accidentally put the wife on the wrong one and then they were like, fuck? Yeah, I think it's about her giving Santa a makeover or something. I don't know. I stopped paying attention to the plot when I realized it was the same family, different wife, husband.
I wouldn't care either, because that's.
Are you ready?
Jesus Christ.
Do you need to absorb that one more, or are you ready for your next movie title?
Yeah.
Holiday in Handcuffs. Guess the plot.
Fucking. Ugh. Is this gonna be like the movie starts at the end, but then they're like, oh, I want to know how I got here, and then they talk about a crazy adventure that landed them in jail because they're in jail at the beginning of the movie, which is actually the end of the movie.
That's a fantastic guess and not at all close.
Yeah.
A struggling young artiste is not making any headway in life. She is also a waitress and I think got fired from her other job and broken up with by her boyfriend.
Artist. Okay, Jesus. I thought you said autist. Autiste. And I'm like, so an autistic kid gets imprisoned? What the fuck is this?
When I went to the Van Gogh
Van Gogh.
The Van Gogh. There's that like interactive museum thing where they like turned a bunch of his paintings into live art or whatever. Cool interactive museum exhibit thing or whatever. Go to it. It's neat. But at one point you're in a room where it's showing a bunch of his paintings and it has somebody voicing some of his like more known quotes. And one of them is, "To love is to be truly autistic. I mean, to love is to be truly artistic." And the reason I said it that way is because every time I hear it, I hear "to love is to be truly autistic."
Yeah.
Anyway, Holiday in Handcuffs. Failing artiste, recently broken up with, doesn't want to go home for the holidays alone. So she kidnaps one of her customers from the diner she works at and forces them to come home with her to meet her parents as her boyfriend.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, normal everyday stuff. And then you learn that the main characters in this are fucking Mario Lopez and the girl from Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Melissa Joan Hart?
Yeah. She's in a lot of shitty Christmas movies, just so you know.
Yeah, she kind of retired after she hit a certain age and then came back when she became a middle-aged mom to do weird shit.
I think she became very religious too. I might be misquoting that, but I'm pretty sure that's right.
She absolutely became hella religious. Which is weird because she fucking was a witch, she's the teenage witch.
Yeah, I would have thought she would have been cool.
It might have been like a pendulum swing. She was raised witch, so she like became crazy Catholic like at a certain age. It's like how the Catholic schoolgirls are definitely up to no good.
You know what's funny? My mom was a Catholic schoolgirl, and she absolutely is every stereotype in the book. Like, cut gym class, wouldn't change out, would smoke behind the school, cut her skirt like too short for dress code, and would ditch school for the like hot guy in the car from the boys' school down the street.
Sometimes it's a cliche because that's how it was written.
Yeah. Santa with muscles.
Oh man.
This is not the porn section.
You keep talking about this porn section, but we're not there yet. This is Hallmark formula, but
it is not.
It's oh no. I was gonna say it's like dodgeball, where there's like the big corporate gym and then the small like Joe somebody gym, but it's Christmassy.
Yeah. No, not at all. Not to all of that. No, it is a Christmas. It's Christmas time and an evil multimillionaire accidentally hits his head, only to be convinced in his amnesia-riddled state by a fiendish elf that he is Santa Claus, played by Hulk Hogan.
God, I feel like I should have known this one. I when I was little, I watched every Hulk Hogan movie because they are.
Did you really?
So, yeah, they're so terrible, and there's some art about it. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, brother, we're gonna move on to the next one. Hot Frosty.
Hot Frosty. Is this the porno one?
No.
Because I swear that I dated this girl once who gave me a hot Frosty and like.
Did she work at Wendy's?
No.
No. Okay. We have different definitions of a hot Frosty.
We have different definitions of a Frosty. I'm gonna guess that this one, oh shit, this one's about, it's maybe not specifically a snowman, but something brings somebody to life and they're very hot.
Yes, actually.
Like a doll.
Genuinely, yes. Okay, so you finally got
I'm on
one.
the board.
I think you're at 2 now, technically. A recent widow magically brings a snowman to life, but he's a sexy snowman. And this is my favorite part. His, quote, innocence, end quote, heals her heart. I don't know if that's what it healed, but okay.
Yeah, I think she just made a muscular snowman with the carrot in the wrong spot.
Yep.
And got exactly what she needed that winter.
When he animates to life, he is fully nude. It doesn't show it, I'm pretty sure.
He wouldn't have clothes. That makes no sense.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Was it a magic top hat that brought him to life? Or was
I think so.
I don't know, like a magic cock sleeve that she put over the carrot?
You know what? It might have been like a magic condom. Maybe she was going to fuck the snowman and then he came to life. I'm not sure.
God, it's a weird Hallmark movie.
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
I saw this title when I was on the IMDb page. I can only assume that Santa fights Martians.
I think that's a bold assumption.
Hot Frosty. Oh my God, Hot Frosty has Lacey Chabert in it.
Yeah.
Lacey Chabert was the original voice of Meg from Family Guy, and she was also one of the bitchy girls from Mean Girls. I forget which one.
Yeah, I don't remember her name, but yes to all of that.
Wow, sucks that she's doing. It's a Netflix movie. Ooh.
Yep. No, it's already out. I think it either came out this Christmas or last Christmas. But it's recent. Okay, something about Santa Claus conquering Martians. Martian ruler Kamar is upset that the children of Mars are lazy and under the influence of too much pop culture from Earth. They are obsessed with the planet's television programs and don't want to do much of anything. In an attempt to get the kids peppy again, Kamar orders the kidnapping of Santa Claus, hoping that the jolly old toy maker will know how to cheer up the children again. But
is this the fucking plot to Space Jam?
But 2 Earth children are also nabbed, and this complicates things for Kamar.
Oh, right, yeah. Also, I think it's Kimar. I'm reading the thing. This Kumar was off of that Harold and Kumar movie.
Well, I said Kamar, not Kumar. It's spelled with an I. Yeah, it might be Kimar. I'm not sure. It's a fucking... he's an alien. I don't know what to tell you.
Also, I'm looking at the still for it, and it's got like a robot, and it's literally the sex robot from Whitest Kids You Know.
Maybe that's where they got it from.
If you don't know it, Google it. You'll have a good time.
All right. Are you ready for your next movie?
Wait a minute. I fucking know this movie. We watched a breakdown of this movie. Fanboy Flicks did an episode on the Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. It's fantastic. I recommend it.
Beautiful.
Fanboy Flicks.
A Recipe for Seduction. This is also not part of the porn segment.
God damn it. A Recipe for Seduction. I'm gonna assume not necessarily Hallmark formula, but somebody's got a big city job, and eventually it leads to having a bakery and the selling a nudie calendar to help the bakery out.
You know, that would be a great Hallmark movie. You should sell your idea. TM. No, A Recipe for Seduction. The holiday's near. A young heiress gets set up with a chef by her mother. The chef is Colonel Sanders.
Oh, dude, I forgot about this one. I
want to watch this so bad.
We were talking about, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot this. But we were talking about doing a Hallmark episode, and I was remembering we should talk about the KFC Hallmark movie, and I forgot. No, it's only 15 minutes long, so it's like a short
mini
thing.
Yeah.
KFC.
Yep. I don't know why KFC's so involved.
because KFC is on a crazy marketing fucking.
I'm like, is KFC...
The head of their marketing team is crazy.
Is KFC drowning and they're just grabbing at every possible thing they can touch within their necrotic grasp? Or are they doing so well that they're like, fuck it?
They're doing
Fuck
incredibly well. It's fucking KFC. Everybody goes there for chicken.
Yeah, fair enough.
No KFC's in the red. Like, it's just that their marketing team's like, we could do whatever we want. Like, look, the Wendy's has like a Twitter and it's funny and sarcastic and bitchy and like that gets them a lot of business. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make Kentucky Fried Chicken fire starter logs and a Faraday cage and
The Faraday
scented
cage
candles.
gets me.
That Faraday cage is my favorite thing. Fact checker put that
so
on the
good.
gram.
We've talked about it and it's on the Instagram.
Put it up again.
Faraday cage part 2. Santa Jaws.
Sorry, you cut out. I just heard Santa Jaws.
No, that's it.
Oh. There was just like a skip of like Santa Jaws.
No, just Santa Jaws.
This is the movie Jaws, but it's Santa Claus in the water and not a shark.
I would much rather see that. No, this is a young boy is trying to become a comic book artist, and he draws a comic called Santa Jaws, and then he makes a wish to be alone, and his comic comes to life, and Santa Jaws, who is just a shark in a Santa hat, begins eating his family and friends.
He wishes to be alone?
Yes, he wishes to be alone to survive his family Christmas.
That's the weirdest, like, monkey paw of a wish. I wish I were alone. All right, then I come to life, Father. I'm eating everyone you know.
Yeah.
What?
Will you then eat yourself? Because at the end, it's just going to be the two of us.
Like, I just wanted, like, a plane ticket to, like, Thailand or something. You didn't fucking need to do all this.
All right, next one. Rare Exports, A Christmas Tale.
Rare Exports, A Christmas Tale.
Yes.
I'm going to guess that it's exports and not exports.
No, it's EXPORTS.
Oh, okay, then I don't fucking know. Rare Exports, fucking... It's about a delivery company and they're in the red and they're not doing good. So they have an orgy instead?
Yes. No. 2 young boys think that the drilling project near their home has found Santa's tomb. Little do they know they're correct. And they eventually release evil Santa.
What?
And because he's evil and murdering people and reindeer, they now are trying to capture the evil version of Santa. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, they capture him in a bear trap. And then they try to sell him back to the mining company, all while the elves try to free him.
So, I'm kind of stuck on a weird part. Like, you fixate on weird things, I fixate on weird things.
Gimage, this whole thing is weird.
Santa's killing people and also reindeers?
Yes.
Santa's targeting reindeers. He's going out of his way to kill reindeers, which are like in like 2% of the world.
Yep. Yeah. You have a problem with that?
I don't, but it's just, I don't. The whole thing's what? Rare Exports.
Yeah. Rare Exports, A Christmas Tale.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah.
Santa's Sleigh.
Santa's Sleigh. That's a horror flick. Clearly,
Yeah.
it's Santa's an evil spirit killing people.
Yep. After a millennium of spreading Christmas cheer, Santa Claus reverts to his demonic self to give the gift of fear. I just like that they rhymed it. And then, we don't need to include this one, but Pottersville, a man dresses up as Bigfoot because his wife's a furry, and he ends up being hunted by somebody in the town.
You said we don't have to include it, but we are.
Okay, perfect. All right, then the last one I'm having you guess is Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny.
Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny.
Yep. There's no way in fuck you will ever guess the plot of this movie anywhere close to what it is.
Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny?
Yep.
An ice cream like bunny like on a stick like gets wished to life and tries to fight Santa.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, man. What?
Santa gets stuck in Santa gets stuck in Florida on the beach. He, quote, physically summons prepubescent aid, end quote. The kids begin bringing him animals to help his sleigh get unstuck from the sand. One child brings a sheep. I don't know where sheep live in Florida, but a child brought a sheep. Nothing seems to be working and the kids are distraught. The story then dissolves into a fantasy within a fantasy as Santa tells the children about Thumbelina to boost their spirits. In the story of Thumbelina, she becomes lost during winter, and a mole and someone named Mr. Digger help house and keep her warm for the duration of winter. Over the course of time, Mr. Digger falls in love with her. When summer returns, Thumbelina ghosts both of them, crushing their spirits. The end. The movie ends with the arrival of the ice cream bunny and him playing his siren as he saves the day.
Saves the day from what?
He pulls Santa's sleigh out of the sand, I assume.
I would have never gotten that.
Yeah, no, I told you. I was reading it, and the entire time I was reading the synopsis, I was going, what? What? What?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So in writers, it says Hans Christian Andersen, and I was about to go, no fucking way, fuck you, but that's the Thumbelina part. Okay. All right. I've got some activities for you, Rachel.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I have a Hallmark Christmas Mad Lib for you.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I stole this from the Washington Post. It's written by Amanda Finnegan. Finnegan? It's Finnegan, and I misspelled it. My bad. Sorry, girl. All right, let's start. I need, the first prompt is Christmas character.
Scrooge.
I need an occupation.
Wastewater treatment manager.
Wastewater treatment.
Yeah.
All right, I need a color.
Blue.
I need an animal.
Flamingo.
I need an adjective.
Smelly. Can I change flamingo to butthole scorpions?
Butthole scorpions, yes. I need an occupation.
Stripper.
I need an item of clothing.
One of those fruit roll-up thongs.
I need a verb.
Kick.
I need a big corporation.
Oh, let's go with Amazon.
I need a number.
69.
Yeah, that's the sex number. I need another color.
Purple.
I need a number.
12.
And I need a plant.
Oh, whatever the man-eating plant is.
Audrey?
Yes.
You're talking about from Little Shop of Horrors, right?
No, I'm talking about a Venus flytrap. I just remembered what it was.
It's not a man-eating fucking thing. It's a fly.
What?
It eats
Sorry,
flies.
it's
in
a
the
flesh-eating thing.
It's not. All right. A Christmas in Love. In is spelled with two N's because it's like a motel kind of inn thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was Christmas Eve, and Blake Tinsel had traveled home to Scroogeville from a big city job as a wastewater treatment in New York to help with the family bed and breakfast. The Blue Butthole Scorpions Inn. The Tinsels wanted the kids to take over someday, but Blake's smelly career was... It's like actually...
So well.
There were plenty of reservations, but Blake had one other, love. But in walked Hans, the local stripper, dressed in fruit roll-up thongs, covered in snow. Hans was there to help with the annual kicking challenge to save the inn from being bought by Amazon. But a storm just rolled in and dropped 69 feet of snow. Would all the guests still arrive? All flights were canceled, and it seemed like Christmas and the challenge would be too. But one flight made it through. A man with a purple beard and a red suit appeared with a check for $12. A note to save the inn. Hans embraced Blake under the Venus flytrap. This was home. Maybe Blake would check into a life at the inn after all. And with Hans, That's good. It's funny. So, I didn't read this one. I didn't know what it was about. I just saw it and I'm like, save, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I also wrote a Mad Libs myself.
Oh, cool.
Let's do it. Touch on this. All right, a number?
12. Wait, no, 21. We already did 12.
21. Corporate job?
Pencil pusher.
I need the female protagonist name.
Deborah.
I need a woodland critter.
Ooh, a chipmunk. Do you know there's no word for chipmunk in Polish?
They probably don't have them?
Yeah, they don't. My Polish friends were here. They were like, what the fuck is that?
Okay, I need a tragedy/disaster.
That time I shit myself on the bus.
Bus shit is what we could call it.
Bus shitting, if you will.
Okay. I need a terrible man name. Like Tad or...
Ooh, Chaz.
I need a boring small town activity.
Eating at the diner.
I need a boring small town ma and pa profession.
Owning a diner.
I need a major American corporation name.
Apple.
It's funny because, like I said, I didn't read the other one, but having read it and done it,
that they're so similar.
It's a cookie cutter, I swear.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Much like Hallmark.
I need another number.
16.
I need an adjective.
Itchy.
I need an established movie/book/TV character.
Oh, established movie/book/TV character.
Yeah. You know, like Jesus Christ.
Yep, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Sweet. All right, I need a noun.
Ladle.
I need a verb.
Fucks.
I need a merry activity.
Decking the halls. What the fuck was that?
I need a verb.
Oh man, I always forget all of the words that I know.
Verbs, I mean, kicking, spitting, jumping.
Spitting. Thank you. I'm like, I didn't want a simple one. Yeah, spitting is a great one.
I need another verb.
Digging.
I need a pronoun.
They. Or you want a name?
I wanted, yeah, I wanted like a. You're not wrong, but.
Twat McGee.
That's good. That's good. I need another verb.
Smacks.
I need another verb.
Grapple.
I need a boring small town activity.
Running into your neighbor.
I need a food.
Beef.
I need a sex act.
Hot Frosty.
I need a body part.
Butthole.
I need another noun.
Armpit.
I need another verb.
Is congeal's a verb? I think it is.
Congealing?
Yeah, it's like it's doing something. What else would that be?
Yeah, sure. We'll
I think it's a verb.
I need a cryptid.
Oh, the train that we unmasked.
The Poplik train?
Yeah. It's an easy one.
The Poplik monster or the Poplik train?
I guess Poplik monster. We just know it's a train.
Because it is a train.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I need
I'm so glad you remembered that.
A vacation destination.
Ooh. What am I thinking of? Scottsdale. It's a really boring vacation destination, but it's a destination.
I need an object.
Rubber band ball.
I need an animal.
Dick-dick.
Dick-dick?
Dick-dick. They're like the tiny deer things that are like the size of a chihuahua.
Yeah, all right. I need a place.
Zimbabwe.
I need a famous person.
Ryan Reynolds.
I need an object.
Dildo. I'm waiting for
Yes,
you to get
thank
through
you.
all of this and then be like, that's it. I don't actually have a Mad Lib. I
then
just
end the
wanted these
call.
things. Yeah.
I need a famous singer.
It's gonna be Chapel Roan because that's the only thing coming to mind right now.
And I need a number.
50.
Yes. I need a place.
The back corner of your left testicle.
And I need a verb.
Shits.
All right. Now, I started this doing the Hallmark thing, and I did kind of get bored. And also, Brittany was rushing me last
Caught
night,
out of
and it was
hand.
last minute. So the plot kind of got away from me. I just wanted to warn you first before we actually get into this.
Lay it on me.
It was just 21 days until Christmas when big city pencil pusher Deborah found herself back in her small hometown of Chipmunkton due to a bus shit where she reunites with her childhood friend Chaz during eating at dinner. She helps her family, who owns a diner, when suddenly a representative from Apple arrives to remind the family that their business is foreclosing and the bank is going to buy it if they don't make $16 by Christmas Day. That's almost a quarter more than the last one.
I know.
The family and Chaz decide to improve the business with ladles and fucking. Deborah and Chaz almost kiss, but are interrupted by decking the halls, which they join in on. It appears that they're about to raise all the money needed, but then the bank shows up and it's revealed that Deborah is secretly spitting, and that's bad. Furthermore, Chaz discovers Deborah's plans to dig, and that hurts the relationship. But then with the help of Twat McGee, Deborah is able to convince Chaz that she's itchy, and he kisses her. Then they get to the town running into your neighbor to raise enough money on Christmas Eve. Then Jesus Christ shows up and smacks the banker to death. They begin to celebrate with beef.
It's like the Last Supper in reverse.
Yeah, I remember that in the Bible.
That's almost word for word, just backwards. Oh, fuck. All right, Jesus slaps him to death and they eat beef.
They begin to celebrate with beef when suddenly aliens called Hot Frostians descend from space and demand that humanity hand over their buttholes as they need them to complete the anti-Christmas formula. They murder Chaz and Jesus Christ using their superpowered armpits and proceed to congeal Deborah into submission. The Poplik monster happened to be passing by on their way to Scottsdale. He began grappling with the aliens and in the heat of battle throws a rubber band ball to Deborah, which bestows her the power of a dick. Together, they defeat the aliens who are forced into giving them the formula to restore Christmas and free Santa from his imprisonment in Zimbabwe. Santa is actually Ryan Reynolds.
Much more.
Santa's actually Ryan Reynolds. He's grateful, but reveals that he's out of time and must bestow the Santa Claus title, like from that Tim Allen movie, to someone. Deborah accepts and is handed the sacred Christmas dildo, which magically transforms her into Santa, but sexy, but still has the beard. The Poplik monster is enchanted by her new form, and they wed immediately. Chapel Roan officiates the wedding, and it's honestly quite tasteful. They have 50 kids, but they're orphans now because Deborah and the Poplik monster die in the back corner of my left testicle shitting. The end.
I like that the Poplik monster was on his way to Scottsdale. He's just doing train things. Holy fuck. I love the Poplik monster is entranced by her new look. And they wed immediately. Oh, that's
like I said,
incredible.
the Hallmark plot kind of got a little boring for me, and I deviated a little bit.
I really like Jesus slapping the shit out of somebody from Apple. It was well done. It was tasteful. Holy crap. That was incredible.
So now we got some music. I have been listening to some music. Have you been listening to music?
I have.
That's good. Yeah, great.
Yes.
So, Paul Cawthon, the man responsible for breaking my I Hate Country streak, came out with a new album recently called Black on Black, and it's filled to the rim with banger after banger. I'm going to recommend the album. You get the album, press play, and fucking enjoy it. I will tell you my favorite song, which is Everybody Get in Line, but I do recommend the album, the whole album, nothing but the album. And if you hate country, I defy you to listen to the song Everybody Get in Line and not say, but damn, that's a fucking good song. And Lavender Jones is like my other favorite one. The whole album's great. It's like Johnny Cash tries to do like a Hozier album.
Ooh, what?
That's probably a wild statement that's not even close to the truth, but like it sounds very, very good, and I highly recommend it. Rachel, can you stop talking, please?
I'm not talking.
Rachel, I need you to leave this show and go listen to this album because it's real good.
I actually really want to leave this show and listen to this album. The second you said Johnny Cash tries to do a Hozier album, I'm so on board with seeing how that plays out.
Now, some of the country songs are very classic country, where it's like, that's a country song. It's a good country song. But like some other ones are like, this is experimental country and I'm fucking all in.
I've been listening to something extremely different.
Is it country?
Not at all. No, I want to recommend a song called Gunfinger Salute by Ira, Chasin Status, as in two different people, but not three ands. So Ira and Chasin Status as one unit name.
Jason Status or Chasing?
Chase and symbol status.
Okay.
But it's like a drum and bass dubstep song, which I haven't listened to that style of music in kind of a while, but it's kind of a banger. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, dubstep dropped and it kind of overstayed its welcome almost immediately.
Yes.
I think the biggest thing with dubstep is that people leaned on it too much as a genre when it should have always been an instrument. Like, I feel like certain songs, if they have like dubstep elements, could fucking excel. But when it's just it's like,
yeah. You have to balance.
Is this all you have to fucking offer us?
Exactly. There needs to be balance in the world. This song has balance.
You ever listened to Korn's dubstep album?
No. Why did I not know that this existed?
Probably because it got buried. It's an experience. I'm not going to recommend it. I'm going to say you should listen to it.
But it's an experience.
It's not awful, but it's like definitely not their best or their goods or their all rights.
I wrote that down. Korn's dubstep album.
It's called Narcissistic Cannibal, I think. Or at least that's a song name.
Okay. I'll find it. Thank you guys so very much for listening. If you like what you heard and you can't wait to hear my list of Christmas-themed porn titles, you should like, subscribe, and download on whatever your most favorite is podcasting places, and follow so that you get notified when the porn titles are going to be read to you. If you want us to talk about a thing, or we did not mention your most favoriteest weird and fucking absurd Christmas movie, please email us at whtpah@gmail.com. That's woodpaw@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Instagram at We Have That Podcast at Home. Fact Checker will post pictures of the weird Lucifer space Santa versus the devil movie and something about KFC's Faraday cage. You can also find us at WHTPAH Woodpaw on Blue Sky, because fuck Twitter. That shit sucks.
We know you're on Blue Sky now. Fucking everybody migrated to Blue Sky. Don't lie to me.
Yeah, hop off Elon Musk's dick. That ain't no guilty pleasure. That's just guilt.
Did you hear that he's like he's the co-chief of like the Department of Efficiency? Like it's him and one other guy are doing a one-man person job for the Department of Efficiency. Let that sink in for a second. How wild of a statement. Two people are doing that job.
Speaking of Elon Musk, have you seen the video where somebody outlines the shape of his torso and then stretches the shape a little bit and it's just the Cybertruck?
Yes.
I watched that this weekend and it tickled me. It was great.
I would like to thank me for the use of our theme song, Go Go Gambage Swing. It's off the album Sex Robot Did My Nails and They Look Fly as Hell. You could find that in the Happy Meals at McDonald's in Wyoming. It's always Wyoming. I've got to get a better manager.
It's always Wyoming. Yeah, and they just
It
like...
has to be the third Happy Meal of the day.
Yeah.
So you got to get there, wait for 2 kids to get their fucking Happy Meal, and then get it immediately. That's the only way you'll get the album.
You also got to make sure that parent doesn't have more kids that they're going to be purchasing Happy Meals for, because then you're fucked.
Yeah, first kid, okay, and the second family comes in and there's 2 kids, you're fucked.
Yeah, they're your whole
Unless
ratio's
you
been
could beat
blown.
that kid up, and you should beat that kid up.
Yeah.
This show
Just
does
kick
not
him.
condone beating up children, unless it's for my album.
Here's what you do. You wait until it's been ordered, and then you just Spartan kick the shit out of that kid in the chest, grab their Happy Meal, and run.
Yeah.
That's the plan. Anyway, next week we will be tackling the fine art of comedy, motherfucker. Because we didn't laugh enough this week.
I did some laughs. I did a couple.
I laughed
I did a key laugh in the bathroom.
I have a lot of questions. Anyway. I've been Nutcracker Rachel.
And I've just been Gamage, and this has been We Have That Podcast at Home.
Featuring the Public Monster once again.
Yeah, the Public Monster has returned. He's the mainstay. He's the mascot of the show, really.
And he's still hitting bitches with trains. Living his best life.